This is the Tristan Law Show. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Tristan Law, semi-retired pro wrestler, and today, I'm your host. Logan Paul gets booed in every single city that WWE is in. And guess what? WWE loves it. He's cocky, he's arrogant, and he's hated by the fans. But here's the real question. Does he deserve to be in the WWE? Today, we're going to be talking about Logan Paul's go-away heat, a term which I don't agree with, why WWE doesn't care what you think, what we think, and how Logan Paul could become WWE's biggest villain or even a future world champion. But let's talk about Logan Paul, right? The boos are loud, and the hate, it's real, and the hate is real, and WWE, they love it. Logan Paul is one of the most controversial figures right now in wrestling today. I don't want to say WWE, in wrestling today. He's even more controversial than maybe MJF from AEW. I don't know. But does he actually belong in the WWE, Logan Paul? Or is he just another outsider taking up space? As a wrestler myself, I'm going to break down with you why Logan Paul does belong at WWE and why WWE doesn't give two craps whether we like him or not. So let me talk about go-away heat real quick to set the table. I don't like go-away heat because I don't feel like it's a real term. I just believe heat is heat, right? He's getting some kind of reaction, right? Go-away heat is where when you see the person on the TV, you just want them to go away. If you ask me, that's heat. That's heat. Right? You want that person to get beat up, maybe go away and just never come back. That's heat. That's what you want, right? And for those of you who don't know, that are new to pro wrestling, when you get the cheers, that's when you're getting the pop. That's when you're getting that babyface reaction. But Logan Paul's the heel. He's supposed to be getting cheered. But let's take a look at maybe why fans hate Logan Paul. And tell me, whether you're watching this live or on demand, the Tristan Law Show is fully interactive, so drop in the chat, why you hate Logan Paul, if you hate Logan Paul. Whether it's live or later on, I come back in, I respond to every single comment. Now, there's two Logan Pauls, and believe me, whether I tell you or not, there are two Logan Pauls. I don't have to know Logan Paul personally, but I'm telling you two Logan Pauls. There's the on-screen Logan Paul, the person you see every time the camera's on, and there's the real-life Logan Paul, the one who his friends know, right? The one that's not a wrestler. And on TV, he's this cocky heel. And in real life, he may be the coolest dude. He may be cooler than the other side of the pillow, the hottest day in August in the Sahara Desert. But you know what? As far as fans concerned, they only care about one character, the person that they see on their TV. And you know what? Rightfully so. Because when you look at the guy on the TV, this is who you see. You see that guy right there. And that face is just so damn punchable. When you look at that face, you just want to look at Logan Paul. Don't you just want to slap the glasses off his face? Like, he looks cocky, and it's just a regular picture. He's not doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. But you just want to slap the guy, right? And that's the face. And then when he puts the little smile into it, I think that's what sends people over the deep end. And some people are like, you know what? They just find a reason to hate him just because of that face. But I think it's more than the face. Let's talk about the go-away heat for a little bit. Some fans think that Logan Paul doesn't belong. You know what? Maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point. He didn't do anything pro wrestling wise before. He wasn't in AEW. He wasn't any of that, right? So should he even really be in the WWE, right? But look, listen, I'm talking to you as a wrestler. At first, I would say, oh my God, another guy just here in pro wrestling at WWE, just here to collect a quick buck and just be out. But Logan Paul's proved himself. Logan Paul has had top-notch matches with the creme de la creme in the WWE, right? He's shown that he can hang, and he's shown that he belongs. So if you're going to knock Logan Paul because he's a wrestler or he's not a good wrestler, I don't think that's appropriate at all. If you want to knock Logan Paul for something, knock him because of this. That punchable face that he has on his neck. Look at that. Look at that neck. Logan Paul's neck is so long, it just makes you want to... that face of Logan Paul. But does his real life persona fuel the hate? All right, let's talk about that for a little bit. His YouTube past plays into why fans probably boo him more. They probably boo him more than Dominic. And that's weird for me to say. They probably boo him just as much, if not a little bit more. Tell me what you think in the comments. Is Dominic Mysterio getting more boos than Logan Paul? Let me know in the comments, whether live or on demand. I want to hear what you think. But people just can't separate the Logan Paul, the YouTuber, from the Logan Paul, the WWE star. They're kind of like almost like the same character, though, right? When you really look at it. We're going to take a look at Logan Paul's YouTube channel, in a little bit, because I want to show you, look, the guy's a cocky prick, okay? And rightfully so. He's built up a brand on that, but we're going to talk about that. And on Sunday is Saturday's Elimination Chamber, and on Monday we're coming back with a review live at noon. We're having a special show live at noon. We're going to be talking about the WWE Elimination Chamber and what worked, what didn't work, because we're on the road to WrestleMania. We're getting excited. We're getting fired up. We just can't wait. Everything's just happening for WrestleMania right now. It's a great time to be a pro wrestling fan. If you know somebody that is a pro wrestling fan right now, tell them to come be a pro wrestling fan. And if you like what I'm doing so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. Yo, people are just dropping in left or right. I don't know whether it's me being on TikTok. I don't know whether it is the short reels that I'm putting up. I don't know whether it's the live videos. I don't know what it is, but you know what? You're here, and I appreciate that you're here. WWE doesn't care whether we hate Logan Paul or not, and here's why. WWE only care about two things. The reaction. As long as fans are booing and making noise or cheers or something, it's a win. It's a reaction. You'd be worried if people came out there and go, oh crap, who's that? Right? Or somebody came out there and didn't do anything. They just sat on their hands. You'd be worried. So that's nothing really to worry about. The other thing that WWE cares about, look, if you didn't figure this one out already, I'm going to tell you, it's money. Oh, yeah. WWE is a business. Logan Paul is a business in himself, and Logan Paul brings attentions, sponsorships, and a new audience to the WWE. So why should WWE care what you think? Because every single Monday, every single Friday, every single Tuesday, and an occasional PLE on Saturdays or Sunday or whenever it comes out, you watch. WWE is on A&E, you watch. WWE is on YouTube, you watch. So why should WWE really care if you don't like Logan Paul or not when they know that Logan Paul is a moneymaker, that he's a brand? It's a brand working with a brand. It's just like them working with Stridex back in the day or Prime. Prime is a brand that is made by Logan Paul. So how you going to tell WWE that, oh, we don't like him, we don't want him, we're going to boo him? Nah, it's more than that. Logan Paul is a star. WWE knows that Logan Paul gets booed. It doesn't matter because you're still watching. If WWE ever starts caring about the fan backlash, it means one of two things. One, WWE made a mistake. And they don't, in these days, they don't make too many mistakes in the fans' eyes. And the other thing is that they're letting fans book the show. You can't let the fans feel like they're in control. Sometimes you, as fans, you just have to sit in the ride and just let the ride go where it goes. And if you decide at the end that the ride wasn't for you, it wasn't for you, right? But I think that all wrestling fans should still fantasy book. It's what makes pro wrestling fun, right? And everybody fantasy books their favorite TV show. You even fantasy book the Super Bowl. Right? Every year you could talk about, okay, what team is going to play next year in the Super Bowl? And I don't watch Super Bowl. I don't watch football. So I can't really resonate with that really too much. But I tell you, it's fun for us to sit back and say, you know what? This is the match. I see it happening at WrestleMania, and this is how it's going to go down. And then you tune in just to see if your prediction was right. That's why it's a prediction. That's why it's a prediction. That's what makes WWE fun. But let me tell you about Logan Paul. Logan Paul was a star before he came to the WWE. Unlike other WWE or unlike other pro wrestlers who had to earn their brand status in the WWE, Logan Paul walked in as a brand. Let me say it again for the people in the back because y'all ain't listening too good. Unlike other pro wrestlers who had to earn their brand status in the WWE, Logan Paul walked in as a brand. his following from his YouTube and social media accounts makes him valuable, okay? Even before he even had his first match, Logan Paul wouldn't need to have a match because there have been people that came in from traditional celebrity and they've been able to not have to wrestle and still get some kind of fanfare. Logan Paul turned that whole thing on his head. Let's look at Logan Paul's YouTube. Logan Paul launched his first YouTube channel in October 2013. And that's the official Logan Paul. And it currently has 6 million subscribers, right? He launched that after Vine. Vine was like TikTok and like, Vine was kind of like TikTok way before TikTok was TikTok, right? Maybe they should bring Vine back, thinking about getting rid of TikTok. Bring Vine back. We liked Vine. But after Vine shut down, Logan Paul was smart and he pivoted over to YouTube, and that's where he gained those 6 million followers, those 6 million subscribers. This is what he looked like. He was 18 years old. That's his very first video. All them years ago on YouTube. That's Logan Paul right there. That's Logan Paul. He doesn't have that same punchable face, but he still looked like somebody that's like, you know what? At that time, I could see, you know what? Logan Paul looks like a kid in that picture. He looks like a kid in that picture. And that's what he looked like in about 2013. His second YouTube channel, he launched that. Yes, the guy's got 2 YouTube channels. His second YouTube channel launched in August 2015, and he currently has 23 million subscribers. And that one is just called Logan Paul. The guy almost has 30 million subscribers for himself. Logan Paul is a brand. Logan Paul belongs in the WWE. You know why he belongs in WWE? Because he already brings a following with him. There's a percentage of the world that don't think that pro wrestling is cool. And in my lifetime, I come across a lot of people that are closeted pro wrestling fans, meaning that they go, oh yeah, you hear him talking about pro wrestling in the corner, and I used to go to them like, talk about it, speak about it, because it's okay to be a wrestling fan. It's always been okay, and it'll always be okay to be a wrestling fan. But wrestling is, people say it's the F word. And I say, there's no man swinging through Manhattan in his underwear, and there's no green guy running around yelling Hulk smash. None of that exists in the real world. So if you can live with those two things, but don't live with wrestling, you're the problem. It's okay to like wrestling. But there are people that are closeted wrestling fans, or people who don't think that wrestling is cool. But out of those 30 million people, I'm 100% sure that Logan Paul brought some of those people over to the WWE to make them start watching wrestling. How is it that anybody that's a business would even look at somebody like Logan Paul? I'm like, I don't want to do business with him. I want to do business with Logan Paul. Why the hell not? Right? Because Logan Paul's got a following. And I got a following too. So maybe our followings could marry each other and be one big happy family. I don't know. Just shouting things out. But when you look at the reaction of Logan Paul, the reaction equals one thing: money. More views, more engagement, more mainstream coverage. It's crazy that I'm on a platform that Logan Paul has more followers than I will get to see today, because I will get those followers. I'm telling you, I get those subscribers because I'm my own brand. I'm sitting here building a brand with you. We're building a brand together. But Logan Paul got that subscribers. He's got that mainstream coverage, right? People care about him, right? And when I say mainstream coverage, you're not probably going to turn on the TV and see ABC News covering him. You're not going to turn on the TV and see CNN or Fox News covering him, right? If he's just doing something regular. But you know what's going to cover him? YouTube. YouTube is the mainstream. I don't care what anybody tells me. Whatever we thought the world to be, the traditional world, is not what it is as far as entertainment goes, right? Because they said that video killed the radio star, YouTube killed the TV star. It's going to be within our lifetime. You're going to be able to go to YouTube and watch a movie that you've never seen before. It's going to be a brand new movie that's going to be premiering on YouTube. That's going to happen. You're going to have somebody getting a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood that's going to be a YouTuber. Your next TV star, your next big star, your next big producer, your next big editor, your next big writer is a YouTuber. I'm telling you. Spend time on YouTube. There are people watching videos on YouTube more than they're watching Netflix. Boom, mic drop. You didn't know that, did you? Look, I think Logan Paul right now with the WWE, or Logan Paul himself, is doing a good thing. WWE only cares about two things: reaction and money. Fans booing Logan Paul, that's just money in the bank for WWE. Does WWE really care what fans think, or is all heat good heat? Let me know in the comments, whether live or on demand. If you don't want to see my ugly, muggly face 6 days after every episode goes live, wherever you find the podcast, you can find the Tristan Law Show. You can just listen to me. You don't have to watch. You don't have to log on to YouTube. But we want you to log on to YouTube. Being on YouTube is cool. If you want to watch live, you want to interact. That's something that we do here. And there's also an audio-only version that drops 6 days after on YouTube as well, too. Because people listen to listen to podcasts on YouTube. I don't. I watch everything. I like to watch. I'm a big-time YouTuber. I love to be on YouTube. How does Logan Paul compare to other celebrity wrestlers? He's different. How is he different from somebody like Bad Bunny, Bob Boney, Ronda Rousey, or Pat McAfee? Unlike them, Logan Paul built his brand. He built his in-ring brand before the WWE. And all he did was just brought it to the ring. If you watch that first video on YouTube that Logan Paul did, just go to the official Logan Paul, go to videos and hit oldest, and you'll see this video right here of him talking on like a bottle of like peanut butter or something like that. He's a clown. He's a clown, but people loved it. He was yelling at somebody running out the window, and now that I'm thinking about it now, I vaguely remember seeing that years ago. And when I talk about years ago, I'm talking about when Jesus was a child. No. That's New Testament. When Moses was getting ready to part the Red Sea, I remember watching that video of Logan Paul where somebody's running outside of his college dorm room, and he says, "Let me show you what I do when I'm at college." And he says to the person, "Hey, you with the muscle shirt. Did you buy muscles with that shirt? Look. It works. It's controversial. People want to see it because Logan Paul, like I said, has that punchable face. So when he talks trash, that guy right now is 29 years old, make you want to wrap your hands around him and squeeze. That's just how it makes you feel. Nobody thought that YouTubers could be real celebrities. Now Logan Paul is proving that they can be. I believe that a YouTuber can be a celebrity. I believe a YouTuber can be a celebrity. Don't let nobody convince you any different. Anybody that convinces you that a YouTuber cannot be a celebrity, their mind is locked in a box and the key is lost and everything. They're just forgotten. Just keep moving forward. I see the future and I see the dream that YouTube is the future. YouTube is going to be replacing traditional TV. Let me tell you this. I watched Saturday Night Live, and I just started watching Saturday Night Live at the end of season 49. And the reason why I started watching is because YouTube recommended a video. And they recommended the Beavis and Butthead video, and I laughed so hard that my stomach hurt. And ever since then, I watch every Saturday Night Live. I come home from work, and I turn on YouTube, and I look for Saturday Night Live. But I don't watch it in its full run. The way I watch Saturday Night Live is I watch it in whatever videos they put up on YouTube. That's what I watch, and in the order that I want to watch it. YouTube is doing big business. Don't let anybody tell you that YouTube is not the future. I got a hot take for you, and this is for wrestling fans, and you'll 100% get this when I say it. Logan Paul is this generation's Cyndi Lauper. Let me explain to you how. Cyndi Lauper is the one that brought pop culture into the WWE in 1980s. Without Cyndi Lauper, WrestleMania may have never happened. She's a small part of it, but WrestleMania should have never happened. It would have never happened. Cyndi Lauper belongs in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's another argument. We had that argument a couple episodes ago. Look for that. If it wasn't for people like Cyndi Lauper, you wouldn't have people in WWE like Snoop Dogg. You wouldn't have people like Kid Rock. You wouldn't have people like Mike Tyson. Mr. T probably wouldn't have been in there, even though he was in WrestleMania 1 as well, too, and WrestleMania 2. WrestleMania 1 and 2. But you wouldn't have people like Pat McAfee. You wouldn't have people like Ronda Rousey. You wouldn't have people like, I don't know, Logan Paul. Look, if it wasn't for somebody like Cyndi Lauper going into the WWE as a star already, I don't think that wrestlers would have been able to cross that line to go be actors. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. They were actors in pro wrestling way before Cyndi Lauper came ahead, but Cyndi Lauper helped make wrestling so mainstream that you wanted to see people that wrestled in movies. So if it wasn't for Cyndi Lauper, you wouldn't get somebody like The Rock. You wouldn't get somebody like Stone Cold Steve Austin or John Cena who did movies. You wouldn't have gotten Hulk Hogan in movies. Right now, Batista is an actor, was in a big Marvel movie, right? A couple big Marvel movies and doing his thing out there in Hollywood. If there was no Cyndi Lauper, there might not have been a Dave Bautista, a John Cena, a Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or any of those people that decided to go act and become big names. But here's the question. Who is Logan Paul opening the door for? Is he opening the door for pro wrestlers to become a bigger presence on YouTube? Your favorite pro wrestler has a YouTube channel. I'm pointing at myself. Yes, I'm your favorite semi-retired pro wrestler. Every wrestler has a YouTube channel. And by Logan Paul making that crossover, it makes people want to go to YouTube and you're going to find it. And there's going to be a wrestler that's going to become bigger than pro wrestling on YouTube, on social media. I promise you. Because Logan Paul, he is the leader of the influencer generation on YouTube in the WWE. Tell me that I'm lying right now in the chat. Looking at Logan Paul being in the WWE, Logan Paul's going to open the door for more influencers. There's going to be more people in the WWE that are YouTubers, TikTokers, Facebookers, Instagrammers. They're all going to be in the WWE one day. Watch. Or maybe AEW, someplace like that. But should WWE bring more social media stars into the foray, into the unforbidden world of pro wrestling? Ooh. I think that if they do, it's not going to be just wrestlers. You've already seen the wrestling part. So anybody that's sitting down in WWE right now that's looking for influencers on YouTube, they're probably wondering, what else can these people do? I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. I'm going to tell you why. Because they can get somebody that's an analyst. They can get somebody that's a personality that can come be an on-air personality. Because WWE is building a brand on YouTube. They are. They're building a brand on YouTube. Check out WWE Vault if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Don't check it out now. Check it out in the end. What if somebody from WWE sees this video and go, you know what? I like that guy. I'm going to bring the Tristan Law Show to the WWE. Because I know WWE through and through. I love WWE. I was going to say I smoke WWE. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really do drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't know how I smoke it. But you know what? Fine. I smoke WWE. I inject WWE into my veins because I've been watching WWE since I was a kid. That's all I know. I don't know nothing really else. I know WWE. I've watched other wrestling. I enjoy other wrestling. And when I wrestled in the ring, the thing that resonated me with the most is always WWE superstars, WWE style wrestling. I wanted to get that style of entertainment. That's where I wanted to go. Don't get it wrong. If AEW comes calling or TNA comes calling, yeah, I'll definitely go and I'll catch up with the product. And I'll go ahead and give it the same exact 200% I would give WWE. But it's what I know. Pro wrestling companies are going to start looking at YouTube personalities to see what they bring to the table. Bad Bunny, Bob Bunny. Bad Bunny, Ronda Rousey, Pat McAfee, fans embrace them. But Logan Paul, he's still hated. What makes him different? Why do you think that fans won't accept Logan Paul? Why do you not accept Logan Paul? Tell me in the chat. Live Tuesday at noon, the WWE Hall of Fame is missing some huge names. So in my next episode on Tuesday, I'm revealing 4 more people that need to be inducted in the Hall of Fame this year. And if you don't want to miss it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Can Logan Paul ever be a babyface? That's a tough question there. Can Logan Paul ever be a babyface? Right now, I think Logan Paul's money as a heel. He's money as a heel. But could fans ever embrace him? Look at the scenario. In order for Logan Paul to ever become a babyface, I think he needs to save a massive babyface, one that's bigger than him, from some kind of like peril. Maybe somebody like Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso from a brutal attack. It probably do something like slowly build a little bit of empathy and a little bit of equity within Logan Paul as a good guy. But I don't think he should ever lose his cocky edge, because that's who he is. You can still be cocky and a good person at the same time. You just turn on the cockiness a little bit and just put him in front of people that are good guys. It's possible. But would it be worth it? Nah. Yo, Logan Paul, he thrives as a villain. It's who he is on YouTube, or who he portrays himself to be on YouTube. And I think that WWE should keep him as the ultimate heel. But maybe let him evolve a little bit down the road, but we're way ahead of ourselves. How should WWE book Logan Paul going forward? Keep him in high stakes matches, but sparingly. Like he can get in there and mix it up with Cody Rhodes. He can get in there and mix it up with Jey Uso. He can get in there and mix it up with Gunther. He can get up in there and mix it up with anybody that he wants. I think that by this time, he's already proved that he belongs. You want a bold prediction? I've got a bold prediction for you. Come closer. Logan Paul is going to win the Money in the Bank. Logan Paul is going to win the Money in the Bank this summer, and it's going to be okay because he's already been the United States champion, and he's not being forced down people's throats. So less is more. So it's going to work. I could definitely see him being the Money in the Bank. We're going to come back to that. Give me a second. I'm going to come back to that. I got something for you. Hold on. Maybe some feud ideas on the line. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. But let AJ Styles win the Intercontinental Championship first. That's a championship that Logan Paul's never had. And Logan Paul's just so damn cocky, he could walk in there and be like, I want that. I'm like, yeah, you're going to tell him that he can't get it. Just give that man the title. That's what he wants. Logan Paul versus a big-time babyface for a major moment. Listen to me on this. Logan Paul is going to win the Money in the Bank. We're just booking that for fun. Logan Paul is going to win the Money in the Bank. And because I don't see Cody Rhodes losing at WrestleMania, I see him still being the champion. Because I don't really see anybody that can be like champion right now, unless it's like Randy Orton. But imagine Logan Paul cashing in on Cody Rhodes. Instant nuclear heat if he's standing over the body of Cody Rhodes, one of the most famous families in pro wrestling. Logan Paul, the guy who came in there because he's a YouTuber, holding the belt with his foot on the body of Cody Rhodes, holding the championship up high that Cody Rhodes' father never got, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Logan Paul don't deserve to be here, and that's why people's going to boo him. And it's going to make so much money. Just Cody Rhodes is trying to get that damn belt back from somebody like Logan Paul. Would you hate it or love it if Logan Paul won the Money in the Bank this summer? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the comments. Looking at Logan Paul's future, he's here to stay. You know why? He's money. He's a draw. It's not because WWE took the logo, the Prime logo, from his drink and stamped it in the middle of the ring. No, that has nothing to do with it. Because whether Logan Paul's there or not, Prime is just an extension of Logan Paul, so it's just extra money to his company. So, no, they don't care about that. But he's here to stay. Logan Paul doesn't even need to wrestle every week. All he just needs to do is come out and flap his gums. All you need to do is clap his food hole together, and it's just going to be enough just to piss people off to make them want to see him get his face punched with that punchable face that Logan Paul has. WWE should continue to treat Logan Paul like a part-time reaction. And my final take, if WWE asked me for advice on what to do with Logan Paul, I would only have one thing to tell them. Just keep doing what you're doing. Look, Logan Paul might be the most hated guy in the WWE, but that's exactly why WWE doesn't care what you think. They don't care what I think. They care what they think. And what they think is that they love him. And because they love him, he's going to make a lot of money. You put him in front of your favorite babyface and watch him beat your favorite babyface. Watch him upset your favorite babyface and watch your favorite babyface come back and try to one-up Logan Paul. But what do you think? Do you think Logan Paul belongs in the WWE, or is he just another outsider? drop a comment in the chat. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and let's talk about it. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. That makes me feel like I'm doing a great job. The Tristan Law Show is growing. Don't forget that Monday at noon, the Elimination Chamber, we're having a reaction. So make sure you watch that PLE and subscribe and come back because I'll be here. Then at Tuesday at noon, 4 more WWE people that need to be inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame because the WWE Hall of Fame is broken and it needs to be fixed. If you missed any moment of this, make sure that you catch the replay at any time on demand on YouTube. My name is Tristan Law. This is the Tristan Law Show. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.